Good morning, professors. Thank you for coming here for my proposal hearing. My name is Ye Tanhua. Today, I'm going to present my thesis on the title, Discourse Analysis of Reader Responses to Post-COVID-19 Among Free Social Media from the Affected, Cognitive, and Cohesive Aspects. To begin with, I would like to introduce the background and motivation of this study. First, with the advance of internet, computer-mediated communication (CMC) currently has changed the ways that people think and interact with one another compared to face-to-face communication. Second, there are many social media for CMC, such as Google Chat, Line, or Twitter. Camel proposed that social media are one of the CNC tools that allow people to create, share, or exchange information, ideas, pictures, and videos in virtual communities and networks. Third, Facebook is one of the popular and influential social media for users to post their profiles, chat with other people, and cooperate within the space currently. It is not only a social networking site, but also a digital community representing actual people and entities. Fourth, Young proposed six reasons why Facebook have become popular recently. First, the use of Facebook can cross the boundaries, time, space, ages, and social status. Second, users who have an account on Facebook can freely share many kinds of content, such as text, images, and internet resources with others. Third, Facebook provides users with easy ways to do real time or not real time discussions. Fourth, aside from interacting with their acquaintances, Facebook users can locate like minded individuals who share interests and goals to build online communities. Fifth, Facebook serves as an environment to promote interactions and learning. Sixth, Facebook has had increasing impact on social reality. Fifth, on the other hand, there are some limitations of Facebook, such as the abuse of Facebook. Many individuals use Facebook for a long time. For example, students tend to spend too much time on Facebook and neglect their studies. It may result in their addiction to Facebook and their poor performance. Six, by means of many social media, chatter can share and exchange responses with other peers in various kinds of online transactions in a CNC environment. According to Tierney and Lazansky, both reading and writing are operated when individuals transact with one another. When writers produce texts, they consider reading and writing transactions in which readers are likely to engage. 7. On the other hand, when readers read text, they respond to what the authors perceive they need to do. Tierney and Pearson pointed out that reading and writing transactions were similar to those in the context of negotiations among people. 8. In her reader response theory, Rosenblatt stressed the interactions between reader and text. Readers employ their previous experience, thoughts, attitudes, and feelings to figure out the meanings of the words in the text. 9. Schrader indicated that social media provide new means and opportunities for cognitive and social learning. For cognitive learning, Beatty claimed that learning was a process in which learning makes use of their knowledge and experiences to construct new ideas and concepts. Hence, for social learning, Bandura proposed that learners learn from interactions with others in a social context. They learned by observing and then assimilated and imitated others' behaviors. The whole learning process is called modeling. Nabavi proposed three principles of social learning. First, learners learn by observation. Second, learners' mental states serve as an important factor. Third, learning follows by modeling process. 11. Anderson Archer, Garrison, and Leon refer affective responses to expressions of emotions, use of humor, and self-disclosure that respondents convey their attitude, feelings, and sympathies to others. Respondents must use a variety of means to convey their feelings to compensate for the lack of physical presence. 12. In his study, Chung investigated the writing discourse patterns of the Taiwanese senior high school students in the email exchange and the online forum with American students in the Sino American distance learning program. After the study, he found that students responded more frequently in email exchanges than in the online forum. 13. Karen, Kirby, Parsons, and Lockyer investigated the interactions and collaborated learning in worldwide based continuing medical education courseware programs. After the study, they found that the respondents' communication in the programs consisted primarily of independent messages with the minimal amount of learner-to-learner interaction, such as critical reflection, interaction, and debate. 14. To sum up, with the advancement of the internet, more and more social media have been developed and widely applied in education. The applicants of social media have become much more crucial to nowadays language instruction. Then I would like to talk about the states of problems. There are two study gaps as follows. Study gap 1. Since the outbreak of the COVID 19 in December 2019, the COVID 19 pandemic has been a serious impact on the world. It has not only caused people's mental uncertainty, but also changed individual lifestyles. Klopper, Alagar, and Franto indicated since 2020, the term post COVID 19 had become one of the hot topics in search interest on the internet. Multiple issues regarding post COVID 19, such as in health, society, economy, technology, and education, have attracted extensive attention worldwide. Thus, it is worth conducting discourse analysis of reader responses to post COVID 19 among free social media from the affected cognitive and cohesive aspects. Study Gap 2. Many researchers have conducted studies on the application of Facebook in education. Barczyk and Duncan explore how Facebook enhanced higher education courses for 106 senior students in the USA. After this study, they found that Facebook enhanced the senses or social learning and connectedness for the students. In this study, Triana, Warman, Kustati, and Kilman Warning investigated way to produce reader responses on Facebook by Indonesian university students. The results showed three ways for students to produce on Facebook, including A. Producing the test, B. Spreading other people's tests shared from the site. And C. Producing tests as a result of reading other tests. However, most of studies focus on the application of Facebook in the classroom rather than out of classroom, such as Facebook pages of WHO, COVID-19 Mutual Aid UK, and Unite Against COVID-19. Therefore, it is worth conducting the relevant research. Then I would like to state the purpose of the study. First, it is to examine the discourse patterns in the affected, cognitive, and cohesive responses among free social media for the readers. Second, it is to check the significant difference in the reader responses to post COVID-19 among free social media from the affected aspect. Third, it is to investigate the significant difference in the reader responses to post COVID-19 among free social media from the cognitive aspect. Fourth, it is to explore the significant difference in the reader responses to post COVID-19 among free social media from the cohesive aspect. And fifth, it is to find out the correlations among the reader responses to post COVID-19 among free social media from the affected, cognitive, and cohesive aspects. On the basis of purposes, I designed five research questions as follows. This study is significant in three aspects. First, post COVID 19 has been the most concerned issue in the world so far. The COVID 19 pandemic has affected people's physical, mental, financial, and educational conditions greatly currently. Therefore, the exploration of people's thoughts, feelings, and communications within communities in the post COVID 19 era is necessary. Second, because the reader in free social media come from all over the world, their messages display cross-cultural interactions. Therefore, the different patterns the reader negotiate and co-construct meanings offer pragmatics. Third, the adoption of social media has been popular in the world. So, this study may provide teachers with suggestions for implement, implementing social media, such as Facebook, in their language teaching. However, there are still some limitations in this study. First, only English textual messages will be analyzed in this study. Therefore, the finding cannot be generalized to those in other languages. Second, the informants of the study are only the individuals who registered in the free Facebook community groups. Therefore, this study may not reveal reader responses in the other Facebook communities. Third, the reader's personal information, such as their genders, educational background, English learning experience, may not be included. Therefore, this study result may not offer insights into language use in different genders, English learning experiences, social status, age, and so forth. In order to help readers have a better understanding of this study, some terms are defined in the following. Specifically, I would like to define the third one, reader responses. Reader responses refer to the the behaviors of reading, which is reader centered in the reading process. According to Rosenblatt, reader responses are the interactions between the reader and the text because different readers have different contexts or environments, such as prior knowledge and previous experience. Their interpretations of the text may differ. To back up my study, I did some literature review, social media and social constructed tools, insights into reader responses, and types of reader responses. Next, I would like to describe methodology, including instruments, research procedures, data analysis. To collect the data, I will apply three Facebook pages and the criteria for the type of responses in discourse analysis. The three Facebook pages includes the pages of the World Health Organization (WHO), the COVID-19 Mutual Aid UK, and the Unite Against COVID-19. This is the sample page for the Facebook chat of the WHO. The first section presents the inquisitor's message of WHO Facebook, the names of organization, and the type of post. The second section presents the respondent's message of the WHO Facebook and the time of responding. The third, the third, the third section presents the sub-respondent's message of the WHO Facebook. This is the sample page of this is the sample page for Facebook chat of mutual the COVID-19 Mutual Aid UK. The first section, aside from the first and second section, the bottom section present another respondent's message. This is the sample page for a Facebook chat of the Unite Against COVID-19. The three sections present the message of inquisitors, the respondent, and the sub-respondent. The criteria the criteria for types of responses in discourse analysis adapt, adapted from the study from Garrison Archel, Garrison and Lien, and Unawardena, Long and Addison and Scott. This is a table for the criteria for types of responses in discourse analysis. In this table, there are three types of reader responses, including affective responses, cognitive responses, cohesive responses. In affective responses, there are three subtypes, such as expressions of emotions. In cognitive responses, there are five subtypes, such as sharing, comparing information. In cohesive responses, there are six subtypes, including such as vocative, and use of inclusive pronouns. This is a figure for research procedures. In research procedures, I will choose three social media on post-COVID-19 body study. Second, I will scan the reader responses to post COVID-19. Third, I will, I will sample, analyze, and discuss the data. The data in this study will be analyzed in two ways: a quantitative and a qualitative analysis. In quantitative analysis, first, the frequency and percentage of various reader responses to post COVID-19 will be computed and analyzed. Second, one-way ANOVA will be applied to compare the reader responses to post COVID-19 among free social media from the affected, cognitive, and cohesive aspect. Third, finally, Pearson correlations will be Pearson correlation will be used to investigate the correlations among the reader responses to post COVID-19 among free social media from the three aspects. In qualitative analysis, some extracts of the reader responses will be sampled, analyzed, and discussed. That's all for my presentation. Thank you for your attention.